video 1.6. So you cannot diversify your business until you know where you want to go. And the first thing in looking at is, what is your vision for your business? And where do you want to be in a year, 3 years, 5 years? That's what you really, really, really have to look at. And at that point, you take your vision, you break it down into your goals, and you define who's responsible and what it'll take to get there. But in order to do that, we need to talk about SMART goals. So when discussing SMART goals, you need to make sure, A, is your goal specific? So a specific goal should state clearly what you want to accomplish and why it is important and how you intend to accomplish it. Number 2, is your goal measurable? A measurable goal should include a plan with targets and milestones that you can use. Make sure you're moving in the right direction. So one of my clients recently brought a goal to the table and said they wanted to be the premier support mechanism for the students at the college. And I said, that's great. That's a great goal, to really want to support the students at the college. But how are you going to measure that? Is there something to measure it against? And so we had to have a long conversation about setting those goals that are really measurable, that you can someday say, yes, we met that. Whether it's we're providing scholarships to 10 more students each year, or we're providing 20% more money in the scholarships. So you have to look at making that goal measurable. A measurable goal is, I will sell 8 eggs today if you have a little store. So let's say that you sell those 8 eggs. Bam, goal accomplished. By the end of the day, there's a time mechanism on there. So specific goals, is your goal measurable? And then the next is your goal achievable? So an achievable goal should be something realistic and includes a plan to break down your overall goal into smaller, manageable action steps that use the time and resources available to you in the timeline that you set. So is your goal relevant? Your goal should be relevant to your business model. It should also be relevant to the mission of your business, your market, your clients, and your industry, and probably your geographic location as well. And lastly, your goal has to be time-bound. So a time-based goal is confined to a definite period that includes a specific timeline for each action step of the process. So let's say you have determined that you can make an extra $300,000 a year if you hire 2 more employees. So the goal would be to hire 2 employees to work in this specific department on this specific project, which will in turn create $300,000 of revenue within 1 year. So you break down the different steps that it would take to get to that goal of increasing revenue $300,000 a year. So they could be micro steps. It could be writing the job description, hiring the employee, training the employee, getting your processes going, and everything that would lead to that. So you have to make sure that the goals are SMART. Your SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.